Jerry.
All right, what's up, my people, and welcome to the Sn95 Power Channel. Let me first off say, man, I am sorry. I totally forgot to give y'all an update on what was going on with the red car over here. So I make a lot of these videos, and I try to have them in some kind of order, and it just gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. So this video I'm about to drop right here, it's probably about a month old. I figured this out a while back, but I never got around to dropping it. I've really been concentrating a lot on the paint and the body work as far as getting this red car together. A little bonus on this video also, if you hang around to the end, is every year I get the E85 out of this tank. I actually waited a very long time to do it this year, but I'm going to show you how to get whatever fuel you have out of your tank fairly simple, just by putting 12 volts to a wire. So hey, just like I say, stick around to the end of the video if you want to check that out. Just real quick little update on what's going on currently. Today is draft day, so I'm rocking my Bears hat. I hope all my NFL fans out there, that y'all team got what you wanted. Like for me, a little mixed emotions with the Bears. I think they needed a pass rusher, but we got some help on the offensive line, but I digress. So let me show you what's going on over here. All right, like I said, this stuff is really out of order as far as how I'm presenting this to you. There's gonna be some videos coming out of me doing some of this work, but I just figure, since I haven't really updated y'all on what happened with the red car, I might as well do that now and just kind of show you what I'm doing. I brought the front bumper back over from the Build Garage, finished polishing and wet sanding the hood. I pretty much have at least the driver's side done. It's polishing and wet sanding. Polishing and wet sand the passenger side, but I gotta go over it again. Got the hood taken care of. I'm going to respray the engine bay, so I'm currently just prepping the engine bay for some paint and clear coat. So that's what's going on. So let's get into this video of what happened and why the red car would not start and what I ended up doing to fixing it. And then at the end, there's a little bonus footage of showing you how to drain your fuel tank. All right, I really hated that I made that such a climatic thing, but let me basically run down what I did to find this short. So every connection, every electrical connection that I had in this car, and I didn't record all this, honestly, I was starting to get frustrated. I disconnected. So I removed the box. I actually took the back of the fuse panel box off to expose the wires behind. Every plug that I had connected, I isolated on this side of the harness, over on the ECU side of the harness. I went in the car. I removed all the plugs on this side. I even took off the kick panel over there and removed the plugs on that side. This made me realize that I have years of spaghetti that I have to clean up. And this was in my future of doing this. I have some terminal blocks and stuff that I was going to use when I replaced. The plan is to replace the AC evaporator or condenser, whichever one it is in the dash. I got to pull the dash out. My plan was to do all that, but now I see I really have to do that this year just to clean up some of this wiring. Pretty much every connector over there I unplugged, and honestly I jostled some wires around. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting everything back together piece by piece, plug by plug. I'm reconnecting the battery. And I'm just making sure the car will turn. I'm not trying to start it right now because negligence on my part. I have like a lot of E85 from last year that didn't get out the tank, so I got to drain the tank. I got to pull off the filters, and I'm going to sonic clean the fuel injectors. So I've got a laundry list of things I have to do before I start the car again. So you might have noticed on some of these videos, I have some oil leaks under the car. I got to figure out what that is. Still have to pull the timer cover off and replace that because of the coolant leak that I had pulling up on the top of the timer cover. So still a while to go before I get this car back on the street. The target is Motor City, Fox Body Motor City Fest. That's actually my goal, is to take both these cars, this red car and Project Kendra, up there. I doubt that the motor swap will be done on Project Kendra because I'm probably going to be another 30 days getting this car ready. Yes, I'm fortunate enough to have come out here today, and gosh, I don't know if I really figured it out or just stumbled on what the problem was. But either way, the car will start, and I'm pretty grateful about that because honestly, I had to take about a week away from even coming out here touching this car. And today I just kind of decided to come out here and put a little time in, and it worked out for the best. So if you guys ever had any electrical gremlins, leave a comment down below and tell me what happened and how'd you figure it out. Still got a lot to do with this car, and talking to my friend Kenneth Sean, we're just kind of talking about how sometimes we go overboard on these builds and do stuff unnecessarily, and I think I did that, and it almost bit me in the rear end trying to do this wire tuck. This is not a show car, but a lot of times I don't want to say a lot of times, mostly I do a lot of this stuff is for the community, just to show a lot of you people that maybe you do want to build a show car or make your car nicer, that this is something that you can DIY. You don't have to be intimidated by some of these projects that you think are big. In reality, they're not. And actually, this wasn't a huge project, the wire tuck, but you're talking about 20-something-year-old wiring. Stuff is brittle. It can bite you in the tail. So just be prepared if you're going to do a wire tuck to do some troubleshooting if necessary. So I think the next milestone as far as the car show I want to do is the Motor City Fox Body Fest. That's 79 through 04 Mustangs. I think that's in July or June. And I want to get both cars ready for that. So that's the target for this car. The weather's starting to break, and we probably still got 30 days worth of work to do on this car. But hey, I appreciate everybody who's been commenting on the videos, whether positive or constructively. All dialogue is welcome here. I'm not claiming to be an expert on none of this stuff. I'm just a guy who's not afraid to try stuff in his own garage. So, hey, tell a couple of people about the channel, and until next time, I appreciate you and God bless. All right, what's up, my people, and welcome to the Sn95 Power channel. I have to say I have a love-hate relationship with E85. So the great thing with E85 is, if you boost it, it allows you to run some extra time in, high compression. You don't have to worry about that. The other downside of it is upkeep, especially if you don't drive your car year round. You have to get this E85 out of your tank. If not, then it's going to start accumulating water over the winter, and possibly, depending if you have the right kind of lines, some corrosion. So I didn't get this out over the winter. And what we're going to do now is, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I normally flush this out. So I've got these BBK fuel lines up here. So what I normally do is I break supply and the return, and I have my 5-gallon bucket over here, and I fill it through that. So this is how I'm arranging the gas lines, and that's my my fuel container. I think that's like 5 gallons. Let me show you what I got, or what you have to do back here. So from the fuel pump, so you have 3 wires coming from the fuel pump, but what you want to use is this brown wire right here. So normally this brown wire runs to the, what is that little thing called? That safety switch, fuel cutoff. So for my setup, I don't have that right now. So I just have the brown wire loose. And so now I'm just taking another wire, just loose wire. And the only thing I'm gonna do is take that loose wire, and I'm going to add 12 volts. And you hear the pump. So let's take a look what's going on the front side. All right, we got this set up. Now let's go ahead and fill it. All right, yes, I know that my AN fittings are scratched up. I really don't care because these are more than just looks. They are for a purpose. E85 requires a high volume fuel system, so the stock lines would not be able to do it. This is dash 8 and dash 6, supply 8, return 6. So doing this method, I was able to get, this is like 3/4 of the way up, and this is full. So maybe about 6-7 gallons out of here. There's probably a couple more gallons left in the tank, but I'm gonna drop this into my wife's truck, and we'll get the remaining fuel up out of here.